Okay, so this is the second part of 3 parts of this section, similar triangles. I'm doing this because I have to keep the videos shorter. They're not uploading very well. So we're going to use similar triangles. So we know that they are proportional. We know that their angles are congruent. So we can go ahead and just presume that. And then there's 2 ways to do this. Okay, so the first way is to, and they've shown us here, is to list the matching angles. So S matches P, and we can see that because of the symbols that are there. Angle T matches Q. You can see there's no symbol there, so that, but all the angles in a triangle add up to 180, so by default they have to be the same. And then U and R are the same. Okay, so we can see, we always pick the scale diagram as the one that has unknown side. So because this thing has both sides, and we're going to look for the missing side, TU right here, we're going to say that this is the scale and this is the original. That's what you should always do if you're going to go about it doing scale factor. Okay, so we're going to choose a pair of matching sides. Okay, and we can see that just hang on here. RP, so this angle here to the little dot angle, is the same as US. Okay, so I'm going to circle them here. Okay, and remember, scale factor is scale divided by original. So we can say that the scale diagram of our corresponding sides, matching sides, is 6/2, which is 3. Therefore, our scale factor is 3. So now we can go to our side that we know in the original diagram and find our unknown side by simply taking this side and multiplying it by the scale factor, and we're going to get 9 centimeters. Okay, the other way I showed you how to do this is to set it up proportionally. Okay, so again, we're going to take our corresponding sides, and now it doesn't matter if you go scale over original or original over scale, as long as you do it the same on both sides of the proportion. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to set it up like this. 6 is the same as 2, so 6 and 2 is equal to, and now here's our x. We don't know when on that side is 3, and you can simply cross multiply and get 2x is equal to 18. We divide both sides by 2 and you get 9 centimeters. So you can see we get exactly the same answer, just a different way to go about it. So for some of you, you've bought right into the whole scale factor thing, you understand it, that's great. For other people, this might be more in your wheelhouse, and that's just an opportunity to do it that way. We get the same answer. Okay, so let's try it on this one. Now these ones are a little odd because they the triangles look really weird. Okay, so we have to remember that we know that angle F is the same as angle X. Okay, and angle H we can see is the same as angle W, and that means that angle G is the same as angle V. And so if we had triangle FGH, we could say it is similar to triangle, and now we've got them in exactly the same order, XVW. Okay, so this is a reduction. So angle or triangle XVW is a reduction of triangle FGH, the bigger one. Okay, so now we're going to choose this pair of matching sides whose lengths we both know. So here we go. If we picked FH, so that's 10 centimeters, and see what I look at is this right angle to this angle that we know. So this right angle to this little angle that we know that those are the same. So we can say, okay, we're going to go length on reduction this time. So 2 is the same as 10. So we're going to go 2, and the length on the original is 10. And when we do that, we get 2/10. So that's our scale factor. Okay, and that makes sense because it's a reduction, so the scale factor has to be less than 1. So now we can simply take the other side we know on our original, 20, and we can multiply it by 2/10, and we get 4 centimeters. So XV is 4 centimeters. So that's one way to do it, using scale factor. The other way to do it is, again, we can take corresponding sides and set up proportions. Okay, we've already determined that 10 and 2 are the same, so you could set them up like that. 10 is the same as 2 when, and then we can say 20 is the same as x, and we can cross multiply. We can get 10x is equal to 40. Divide both sides by 10, and x is equal to 4 centimeters. Exactly the same answer, 2 different ways to go about it. Okay, so we're going to stop there, and then tomorrow I'm going to send you a video on the last part of the similar triangles, and it's going to be the word problems, which are so important as we move on to grade 10. You're going to see them in the trig unit that shows up in both foundations and workplace. Okay.